Welcome back to Game Week 14, where I've got something so interesting for you. Is it a bench boost? Is it a captaincy pick? Let's take a look. Yes, people, this is the defense and goalkeeper for Game Week 14. As you can see, I've gone with Petrovic. I had him in my wildcard, and look, it was looking good at 2-0 away at Sunderland, but then they conceded. However, I don't think there's many goalkeepers at the moment in the Premier League that are nailed on. So I'm going with Petrovic at home to Everton. I feel like Bournemouth need a clean sheet. They're in need of one. And with Everton, they don't score a lot of goals, but they will have a carrier threat. But I'm hoping that Bournemouth can get a home win and a clean sheet. So Petrovic starts in my team. I've got Luke Shaw at the back. Now, people might think, why have you got a United defender? Well, for me, I wildcarded, as you guys know, in Game Week 13. I went with Luke Shaw because I thought West Ham at home, Wolves away, Thursday night, Monday night. One, it gives me something to look forward to. And two, I think they are games that Manchester United could get clean sheets in, especially with Paqueta now suspended. I've got Calafiori in my team. Well, you know that he got subbed off at halftime against Chelsea, probably to the numerical advantage that Arsenal had. And he tried putting Lewis Skelly on to get more dictation on the ball and get him introverted. I actually think that might be a blessing in disguise for me because Brentford are a big team. Calafiori's now only played 45 minutes and Arsenal need to win. So Calafiori for me is nailed on to start now. And I'm very happy about that pick in my wildcard. And then I've got Munoz. Munoz didn't do much against Manchester United, but I'm a Man United fan, so who cares? But now this is where Munoz needs to set me alight. Burnley away. I'm hoping for a clean sheet, maybe an attacking return, and that would be a great pick for this week. And that is my Game Week 14 team. You might see my bench, but we'll come to that at the end. And now onto the midfield, where as you can see, I'm really excited about my midfield this week. You've got Mbeumo, Rodgers, Semenyo, and Gakpo. Let's start with Mbeumo. Well, I'm starting myself because I've got West Ham at home. It's time for me to get some returns. I need it. You know, AFCON is coming up. I need to get Manchester United into a great position before I leave. So Mbeumo at home to West Ham on a Thursday night. I think I will get opportunities. I think I will get chances. It's just whether I will convert them. But if you've got me, start me. Morgan Rodgers. Well, Morgan Rodgers is probably the most frustrating player of FPL in the last 18 months. I'm talking back to last season. He does well. Then you put him in for games you think he'll do well in, and he blanks, then you take him out. And he's one of them players you really have to catch at the right time. Brighton, I'm not overly confident in, but I feel like because they're expansive and it's going to be an open game, maybe in transition, maybe Rodgers might be a bit more effective in a game like this. So I am going to keep him in my team and I am going to play him. I've then got Semenyo. Now, Semenyo was so unlucky. If anyone saw what Evan Nilsson done on the weekend, Evan Nilsson, that should have been an assist for Semenyo. I don't know if Statman saw it, who I do the channel with, but he literally cut it across the box. It was going into the bottom corner. Evan Nilsson decides to poke it home, ruled out for offside. They are the small margins in FPL from a 2-pointer or a 1-pointer to a 5 or 6-pointer. But Semenyo, I'm hoping he can get back into the returns against Everton. Otherwise, he might be someone I'll be looking at getting rid of. I'm not going to lie. And then we've got Cody Gakpo. Now, what a differential he was for me in Game Week 13. I was at a pickleball tournament, so I actually missed the 2 o'clock kickoffs. I came back to my phone and had a few messages from people. Ty, you're so lucky. I thought, what is going on here? I check live score and I see a goal and I see assist. Thank you, Cody Gakpo. You have nailed your starting position in the left wing against Sunderland at home. Are you a cheeky captaincy punt? I'll let the comments decide. But that is my midfield for Game Week 14. Now into the attack, where I've got Jean-Philippe Mateta, the guy that misses the most chances ever in the Premier League. This guy is super frustrating. He should be on many more goals than what he's on. However, he's not, but he got a goal on the weekend. He got the penalty against Manchester United, and Manchester United come back to win. But we've got Burnley away now that we're going to be targeting. Ismail Assar is out injured, as confirmed by Glasner, which should mean that Mateta will get 90 minutes because Nketiah might have to fill in on the right-hand side of the attack, which is a comfortable feeling for me because Mateta is a minute's risk at 60 minutes. But now I believe that Mateta will get 90 and I'm going to start him against Burnley. We've got Erling Haaland. Now, you guys at Triple captained him. You must be livid. I said to people, hold out for Sunderland or use him when I did earlier in the season. You used it this weekend. I understand it. It's Leeds at home. However, Phil Foden was the one that punishes the Leeds, not Erling Haaland. But can Haaland get vengeance back against Fulham away? I think that's going to be a tricky game. Of course, you start Haaland if you have him, but am I super comfortable in saying that I think he hauls? No. Do I think he can score one? Yes. but I don't know about him in my captaincy, which I'll get to shortly. And then we've got Igor Thiago, of course, the man on fire for Brentford. 2 goals in the weekend, brought him in. 70 minutes, I was thinking, what have I done? 90 minutes, I was thinking, this is why I done it. Igor Thiago will start against Arsenal away. I don't expect him to get many returns, but he's more of a player I'm looking at for other game weeks as well. You know, he's on penalties. He's the main guy for Brentford. Arsenal away. Who really scores against Arsenal away? So there you have it. But guys, most importantly now, the 2 things that you really want to know is captaincy. At the moment, I've got Brian Mbumo captain. I feel like going against the grain a bit. Look, this can change by the time I record the video. You know what happens. You get near the deadline, you think, oh, I'll just panic and put Haaland. But right now, I'm thinking Mbumo. Thursday night, under the lights, West Ham with no Paqueta. Manchester United have got Wolves after this. It's a time to find that perfect momentum, time to score some goals, time to take it to West Ham. Could Mbumo do that? Are you looking at Mbumo against West Ham and Haaland away at Fulham and thinking there's much difference in that fixture? Probably not. If you have got Bruno Fernandes, people, I would be telling you he is the one to probably captain this week. But at the moment, I'm going to stick with Brian for now, and we'll see what happens in the game week. Haaland is my vice captain. And then most importantly, I've used my triple captain. I've used my wild card. I've used my free hit. But one thing I haven't used is my bench boost. Now I've got Dubravka on the bench at home to Palace. Doku away to Fulham, Pau Torres away to Brighton, and Nico O'Reilly away to Fulham. Now, I'm 70% bench boosting at the moment. I wish there was some leaks. I wish there was something to tell me what to do, but I've got Doku. Will he start with Savino and Oscar Bob ready to come in? Nico O'Reilly, will he start with Raya at Nori there, itching for minutes? Pau Torres will play because Tyrone Mings is out. Dubravka will play. So 2 out of the 4 will definitely start. But will Doku, will O'Reilly? Let me know in the comments if you think they will, because that might be the key for me bench boosting this week. But at the moment, guys, this is my marvelous team for game week 14. If you're not following, if you're not liking this video, then what are you doing here? Please make sure you subscribe, like, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.